Jason Palliser here, and just wanted to shoot a quick video because we get questions all the time from big companies, individuals about, hey, tell me more about the two-day blueprint. What is the two-day blueprint? And so I just kind of want to explain it, and I'll go from one end to the other. As far as, are you a new investor or are you an experienced investor doing 20 plus deals a month? On our end, the way that we deliver it doesn't really matter, so I just want you to know and understand that right out of the gate to just feel comfortable. But here's what we do. We do a build out for you. We show you 32 different ways that we get to off-market properties. So when we get our hands on somebody, the biggest things that we want to bleed through and have you completely understand to make sure that we're a good fit for you is this. We're not going to show you the same 5 things that all these gurus do all over the internet, which is typically, hey, get some vacants, get some high equity absentee owners, get some water disconnects, drive for dollars, and do postcards and letters and text message blasts because we're sophisticated, and be consistent. If that's what you're used to, then you're probably in the right spot, because here's what we do. We take our knowledge from doing this for large companies that need 1,000 homes in a city, 2,000 homes in a city, and we take all of that knowledge from doing a lot of homes in a short amount of time and then condense it into a 2-day blueprint, meaning this. When we get hired to win in a particular city, we do it 32 ways, not the same 5 that everybody does. So we do a build out for somebody, we get our hands on you for 2 days, and we build it inside a mind map with infrastructure, meaning you don't have to remember anything, you don't have to take notes. 18 of the 30 techniques that we teach you to close deal after deal after deal are free. So whether you're brand new doing 0 deals a month, just getting started, 2 to 3, 4, 5 deals, and you want to go to 5 to 10, or you're a company that's doing 15 to 20 deals a month and want to see what we do for big companies to average 30, 40, or 50 homes a month, we've got you covered. Meaning, we're going to have you walk out of a blueprint with the highest level of clarity that you've ever had on how to do this and grab deals without a budget. So that's pretty much the main reason for our existence and why we do 2-day blueprints for individuals and some mid-sized companies, is that we want to take our knowledge that we've learned over thousands of transactions and bleed into the fabric of your company and how you operate, just a higher level of sophistication that can produce deal after deal without having to have some big budget that you have to commit to. So that's the front end. On the back end, on day 2, we teach you negotiations. So I've taught negotiations for the state of Illinois. I've trained an endless amount of acquisitions teams around the nation. And we teach you a 4-minute seller waltz that takes a seller no and turns it into a yes 10 different ways. Because usually they're here on price and you're here on price. And then that's where everybody goes left and right and they half-heartedly follow up. Well, we have techniques that ask them simple questions over a 4-minute period that they say yes or no to. Each yes or no tells us their real motivation. So when we do a blueprint, it's about as comprehensive as you would get. But the beauty of it is since it's built on a mind map that will live on your computer, you just wake up the next day, grab a coffee, click open your map, and do your job. So there's no brain space devoted to X, Y, Z. Take your notes, go home, and try and figure out what you want to do. And then when you go to execute as well, we think it's natural, so I really want you to hear this. We think it's natural that you're going to have a lot of questions. So one thing that we do that's vastly different than everyone else is that once you're on our blueprint team, we're going to answer questions for you permanently. So it's basically like a permanent mentorship. And so we can't wait to help you drive a spike in your marketplace, just run circles around your competition, and get to 5 to 10 closings a month without even needing a big budget. That's why the big companies come to us. So if you're brand new getting started, we have you covered. If you're a mid-sized company that's doing 10 to 15 deals a month and you want to go to 25, 30 or more, then you're in the right spot. We can't wait to help you. We're going to build all of your lead flow and tracking systems. You'll have your operational map. And then quite frankly, once we're done, you're going to be able to grab deals all over the market without having to, and there's a lead coming in, without having to compete against your competition in the same 5 sandboxes. You don't have to live in that world where you're doing what everybody else does and you'll close deal after deal after deal. And if I'm being, pretty brutal about it, when we're done with the blueprint, your marketplace will feel it overnight. And I'm telling you right now, there's nothing your competition can do about it. Now, but before we see you soon, I kind of want to show you inside the map so you see what we're talking about and you see the level that we do things at. Because like I said, this is going to be completely unfair. So join me as I kind of walk through this with you, okay? So pay attention. So like I said, just kind of wanted to show you, when we do a build out, our clients don't have to think, they just execute, because what you're seeing here is thousands of closings and 15 years in the making. So what we do is we go over non-negotiables with you, and we walk you through all the things that should be a part of your daily activity or your mantra for your company. Because any day you wake up, we're already doing this in 100 plus cities. And so we just need to bleed out what those things are that we close deal after deal into how you operate, right? But 80% of the people come to us for off-market lead generation. Like I said, 18 of the 30 techniques that we walk you through, getting on the first page of Google for free, techniques on how we do free direct mail and be in thousands of mailboxes for free, which means you can compete with everybody in town, even if you're brand new. So if you're a big player, imagine us just wiping away one of the largest parts of your budget, right? If you're brand new, you can compete with the biggest players in town and they can't stop you. So we don't do the same 5 things. We talk about the same 5 things that all these gurus teach you, but we want to make sure that you don't miss a single deal. And there's easy deals right now that you're missing. Lead flow, response attack, everything, all the way down to if you have a person or a lead that you really want, we call it the gangster move, put a for sale sign in the yard, and I guarantee you got a homeowner calling you. And so then we go over to negotiations on day 2. That's probably why 20% of the people come over, and we just to a blueprint is we walk everybody through exactly how we take a no and turn it into a yes 10 plus ways. And so as you see here, imagine a world where when we're done, your map all the way down to the perfect day, taking you 2.5 hours to do all the things that you need to do. This isn't a fair fight, okay? So we walk you through every inch of this, and when we're done, I want you to understand that the level of clarity on all the movements and the refined movements that you make moving forward to close deal after deal and beat everybody to everything is condensed down into an executable map that frees you up to do exactly what you need to do without having to have any guesswork come into play when you're executing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So this is just in a nutshell kind of what we walk you through and what you'll have on the back end, so that you know that you don't have to sit down and try and figure out what you want to do first, second, third from scratch. And where appropriate, as you see here, there's notes for each one of these, right? So just want to let you know this is what it looks like on the back end, and that's why our clients are super, super excited once they complete their blueprint to execute the very next day, because there's no thinking involved. They just wake up and hit the ground running and destroy their competition. And on top of the map, this is what you also get. You get a back-end portal with every technique that we taught you. All the non-negotiables have their own individual breakdowns, so you can watch it over and over and also train your team. If we go back here, closing out the deal, resources, live training replays, seller waltz, you name it, systematic approach to your market attack. Everything under the sun is inside here. So everything that you click, closing out the deal, we have everything start to finish, all the things that'll keep your company running smoothly, lead generation, everything that we do, cold calling, all of our techniques, all comprised in a back-end training portal for you, so that your life is easy and the people that you bring onto your team as you grow over time, nothing's lost in translation. So like we said, we can't wait to get our hands on you and make a real impact on your business. And the fun part for us is to help you get to properties first, multiple different ways, way outside the box, further out than just the same 5 things that everybody else does, so that you don't have to compete with a bunch of people and you can close highly profitable deal after deal after deal after deal. Would love to talk to you, see where you're at, see what you're looking to do. And we would love to add you to our Blueprint family. So can't wait to talk to you and get you on the schedule. See you soon.